You talk about the golden circle and your process around finding your why. How long, because some people watching this might not have found their why yet. How long did it take you? And can you tell us a little bit about that process and transition?
To find my why?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can help somebody find their why in, 20 minutes, half an hour. It's not a very complicated process. It's about pattern recognition. I wrote a book called Find Your Why because people complain that I made this case for the why and start with why, but I didn't tell anybody how to do it. So I wrote a book called Find Your Why, and we hold people's hands. We have an online course that does the same thing. But I can tell you a little exercise that anyone can do that will at least get you sort of in the ballpark. It's called the friends exercise. Basically what you do is find a friend who you love and who loves you. The kind of person who you know would be there and pick up the phone for you at 3:00 in the morning, and you would do the same for them. Do not do this with a spouse. Do not do this with a sibling or a parent. Make sure it's a friend. And ask them this very simple question. Why are we friends? And they're going to look at you like you're crazy, because the part of the brain that controls feelings like love and loyalty and friendship doesn't control language, which is why it's hard for human beings to put their feelings into words. It's a different part of the brain. So you have to keep pushing, though. You actually stop asking the question why, and you convert to the question what, because it allows it to be rational. And you say, come on, what specifically is it about me that I know you would be there for me no matter what? And they'll hem and they'll haw, and they'll be like, I don't know. And they'll start describing you. I don't know. You're funny, you're smart, you're loyal, I can count on you. And you have to be the devil's advocate. You have to play the devil's advocate. Good, that's the definition of a friend. You have that with lots of people. What specifically is it about me that I know you'd be there for me no matter what? You can't help them. You can't let anybody else help them. And again, they'll hem and they'll haw, and they'll keep trying to describe you, and eventually they'll give up. Eventually they'll give up and they'll start describing themselves. I don't know, my friends told me. All I know, Simon, is that I can sit in a room with you. I don't even have to talk to you, and I feel inspired. And I got goosebumps. In fact, I'm getting them right now. Because when I articulate my why, I have an emotional response. They will say something that will give you an emotional response, whether you get goosebumps or you well up with tears, whatever it is. And that is proof that the value you fill in their lives is your thing. It's the thing you give to the world. And if you do this with multiple friends, you'll get very similar, if not sometimes the exact same answer. Because if you're true to your why, if you are authentic, which means why, how, and what are in balance, then everybody knows what you stand for and who you are, and we want that in our lives.
Hey Foundr fam, we hope that you loved that clip. If you did, you can click through right here to watch the full interview. You don't want to miss this one. See you there.